Hello friends, this is Mukarram Khalid. This video is just a quick demo to show you guys some features of a script that I've written in PHP and Python. What this script does, it allows us to perform certain actions on a vulnerable machine. Let's say there is a target and it's the OS running on the target is vulnerable to some local root exploit, but I don't have any other means to connect to the target. Let's say I don't have any back connection or reverse connection or SSH to the machine. So with this script, what I can do, I can execute local root exploits through PHP interface and grab the output and execute some other commands as a privileged user. So with this script, what I'm doing, I'm logging into a machine and not losing the session, in other words, okay? So to show you guys the features of the script, what I'm going to do, there is a local server which is hosted on my local VM here, and I have shell access to it, which is you can see it's the HTML directory here. Okay, so let's just go to the console and see who am I. It says the Apache default user, which is www.data, and if I say cat etc shadow, it doesn't show any output, because probably I'm not authorized to view the etc shadow file. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to upload the script, which is root.php. But first of all, let me show you. This script has some parameters, which is user, password, and some other stuff. What you have to do, you can change the user and password. For this demo, I'm going to keep the user as MacManiac and password as MacMan. All right. So root.php. Now let's just access the script. Root.php. Okay, right now it says root session not found. Upload your local root exploit to execute. That means currently we don't have any root session or any backdoor on the machine as a privileged user. Okay, so for the full functionality of the script, you can go and see the blog post. But for here, I'm just going to quickly show you guys how this thing works. Okay, so this target machine, which is Ubuntu 3.13024 and year 2014, it is vulnerable to a local root exploit, which is publicly available on exploit.db and some other sites. It's called overlay-fs exploit. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to upload the exploit OFS. This is the compiled version of the exploit. I'm just going to upload this here. Okay, and submit. Okay, so you see what happened. There was a screen where it said the page is going to refresh in 2 seconds, and now I'm again back on the script. If I reload the page again, it says root session exists, insert commands to execute. That means the previous local root exploit actually worked, and now we have a backdoor on the machine as a privileged user, where we can execute the commands as a root user on the target machine. Okay, so let's just see, who am I? Okay, good, it says root. Now cat etc shadow. Perfect, it works. Okay, now this was the target machine, which was hosted on my own VM. Okay, so now for the second demo, I'm going to show you how the script works on a live target. Okay, so this is the target. What I'm going to do, I'm going to upload the script here, which is root.php. This target is again vulnerable to a local root exploit, which was given to me by a friend, but you can find the source on GitHub and exploit.db. Okay, so let's just access root.php. Okay, again it says root session not found, upload your local root exploit. So what I'm going to do, you can see it's mk.sh. okay, but before executing the exploit, what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you that I am not a privileged user. I'm just Apache, and I cannot see the output of cat etc shadow. Okay, so let's just execute the exploit. Okay. Now it says refreshing the page in 2 seconds, and now it says root session exists, insert commands to execute. Let's see. Okay, perfect. Now if I do cat etc shadow, okay, you can see I can see the output. So now I'm the root user, I'm the privileged user who can execute the commands on the server as a root user. Okay. Now for the third demo, what I'm going to do, there is a machine which I know the credentials of the root user there, the login credentials, the username and the password. But let's say, for example, I don't have any back connect session or reverse connection to the machine, or maybe I don't have any SSH. So all I have is a PHP interface. So is there any way we can log in with a privileged user and execute commands as a root user? This script does this for you, okay? All you have to do is change the user and password to the username and password on the machine. So username is MAKI and password, I'm pretty sure I'm going to hide this later, but let's see. And the password is okay. So what I'm going to do right now on this server, if I check, go to console and see the output of who am I, it says Apache, okay, cat etc shadow, oh sorry, cat etc and shadow, and I cannot see the output. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to upload the script, root.php. And now if I go to the directory which was in root.php, you can see it says root session exists. That means that the user the information we entered in the script here, the username and the password, that actually exists on the server. The root session exists. We can execute commands as a root user. Let's just try the first command, who am I? It says root. Perfect. So now let's just do etc in shadow. And this works too. Okay. Now this is just a demo. If you want to get the script, or if you want to see how this actually works, go to mukarramkhalid.com and you can see the blog post about this script. Okay. Thank you so much for watching the video. Take care.